Back to another episode of the Self-Development with Tactics podcast. As you can see in the background, we are going through another episode of me talking about the Stoicism subreddit once again, and there's already something pretty interesting there, as I see. I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're really good, actually, and let's actually get straight into it. I found out I got cheated on and I'm okay. I've been dating this guy for 3 months. Prior to that, I haven't been dating anyone and really used that time to focus on improving myself. Today I found out last weekend, him and his friend were trying to lure girls into their apartment after a night out at the club. The girl reached out to me and showed pics of them. Old me would have lost it. That gut-wrenching feeling of finding out the person you're with is not who they really are, and you've been making decisions based on a reality that didn't exist. I thanked her and apologized for their behavior towards her. Without hesitation, I texted him saying, "Hey, it's been a pleasure getting to know you these past few months, but I no longer wish to keep in contact. Take care." He immediately replied and said he respected my decision but wanted to know why and if he can get feedback to improve. The fuck? Sounds really like, okay, this is a business. Well, where have I stopped? To improve, I said, I'm all set, it is all good. He was typing something mid-sentence and I blocked him, lol. I feel like he didn't deserve the privilege of knowing how he fucked up. How I'm feeling now? Well, I'm a bit annoyed because of my pride, but I'm not too hurt by it. He treated me well overall and I didn't have a bad gut feeling when I was seeing him. I never was type to control someone. I like to sit back and observe how they move, and if I don't like it, I just leave. I'm proud of myself for coming a long way though. Old me would have written any paragraphs cussing him out and how terrible of a person he is, but part of life is walking away from things that no longer serve you. Marcus Aurelius says, "It is unfortunate that this has happened." No, it's fortunate that this has happened and I remained unharmed by it. I'm thankful I found out now sooner than later. I just wanted anyone who is going through this or has gone through this to know cheating has to do with the other person, out of your control, and they are going to do it regardless, and never you. For those who have been cheated on, how has Stoicism helped you view infidelity? Really sounds like some of your projection, some of your feelings onto OP's ex here. There is no Stoic principle saying they need to explain their actions to their ex-partner. This would actually be kind of the only thing that I would, this is me. And I want to point out, this is me, and this is what I would be doing. I would definitely tell this person what he or she did wrong. Not because I want them to feel bad or whatnot, because I want them to tell it. And I've been in many situations where I wanted to get an answer, and I have never even got it. So it is something that I dislike, and I don't want most people to feel like this. Pride in how the situation was handled, blah 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 blah. Be kind, everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Socratic? Sometimes we tend to think that only we have problems and everyone should behave well with us, but we often forget that everyone in this world has problems and never say to someone that your problem it's nothing compared to my problem. Maybe you are now on level 10 and they are on level 1. Remember that once you were on that level 2, even if you are on the same level again, it is not the same. Everyone experiences things differently. Yes. I think this is also rooted somewhere in psychology. So I've read it before that when you're talking about a problem with someone and when you notice that someone is seeking therapy because of this, that, and the other thing, and you initially, very important, think like, well, this is not that bad, I'm having it way worse, and why is this person even upset about that? Well, this person is perceiving life in a completely different way than you're doing, or that I am doing, or anyone else. Of course, there's going to be similarities. Of course, there's going to be, similarities, I think, explains it quite well. But it is never going to be the same. It's never going to be like the exact same. So understand that whatever this person is going through is really, really, really difficult for this person. Especially when they're even seeking therapy, which, I don't know, I think is kind of the latest step, or the kind of the final step that you're taking. You know, there are probably many things that people do beforehand, but yeah. Epictetus said, "Freedom is secured not by the fulfilling of man's desires, but by the removal of desire. How can one hold this view and still be ambitious?" I've been a student of Stoicism for a few years now, but the question of Stoicism relation to ambition continues to perplex me, to a point where I find myself avoiding Stoic literature altogether because I just can't figure this out. I've read numerous articles and posts trying to justify ambition, but they all lack concrete logic and sound arguments, and usually seem like the authors self-decide into allowing oneself to desire. Let's see what people are saying in the comments. If it loads, you know, there it is. Can I view the entire section, or do I have to? No, it's fine. I think I can map your ambitious thoughts well to a few passages in the Enchiridion. Is it page 17? Might be page 17. Might also be chapter 17. I don't know. Keep in mind that you are an actor in a play that is just the way the producer wants it to be. It is short if that is his wish, or long if he wants it long. If he wants you to act the part of a beggar, see that you play it skillfully, and similarly if the part is to be a cripple or an official or a private person. Your job is to put on a splendid performance of the role you have been given, but selecting the role is the job of someone else. This also has a corollary. If you have taken a role beyond your capacity, you have demeaned yourself in it, and you have also passed up the role you could have filled credibly. I think no matter what you do, Epictetus wants to say here that you have to do it in the best possible way. Choosing what to do is out of your control for the most part, but you can always say no to more if you aren't playing your current roles to the absolute best of your abilities. Add to this the last passage of number 24. What position then will I hold in my community? Whichever one can have and still preserve your trustworthy and honorable character. But if you lose this character in wanting to benefit your country, and you end up dishonorable and untrustworthy, what benefit would you be? The core tenet of Stoic ethics, as I see it, is to be virtuous in our behavior. Beyond that, if you're doing anything, by my interpretation, it is imperative that we do it to the absolute best of our abilities. By the best cock you can be, but don't desire to be another type of cock. If you get an opportunity to be a different type of or kind of cock, then like in a banquet, I guess, you can either politely accept that responsibility or you can let it pass, but don't go running around after it, and only accept the responsibility of being that cock if you can fulfill that responsibility with honor and trustworthiness. Be process focused and not outcome focused. You can control yourself, and you can't control things that are outside your control. In the end, what I always think is Stoicism might be a really great framework of living, seeing life, and so on and so forth, but it is just a framework. It's just a philosophy. Period. And with this being said, I'm going to end the episode here. See you soon, I at least hope, and bye-bye.